Hello, everyone. My name is João. I'm a backend engineer on the package team, and this is the first technical knowledge sharing session that we are organizing on the team. And here I'm going to talk about using a man-in-the-middle proxy to inspect requests against the GitLab Container Registry, which can come in handy if we need to debug any authentication issue, or if you're just wondering what requests were made against the registry, their sequence, and the data that was used for those. So to do that, we are going to use a man-in-the-middle proxy called meetm proxy. There are others. This is likely the most popular one. So the first step is to install the man-in-the-middle proxy. Then we need to start it, so that you don't have to worry about any SSL certificates and anything like that. We can use the SSL insecure flag. And additionally, if your Docker daemon is running within a Docker container, or a container for that matter, in order to make it able to talk with the man-in-the-middle proxy running on your localhost, we need to use an IP address for that. So something we can do is use a loopback interface. And there are instructions for this on the GDK, GitLab GDK documentation. This allows us to assign a virtual fixed IP address to one of the network interfaces, and that way we can talk with our machine localhost from within a container without problems. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm telling the man-in-the-middle proxy to start and listen on the loopback interface. And the next step is to configure the Docker daemon to proxy requests to our man-in-the-middle proxy. I'm using Rancher Desktop, which uses Lima behind the scenes. So if you use that, the instructions are identical. If you're using Docker Desktop, then you have a UI to configure your settings, but the results is going to be the same. So the first thing that we need to do is to update, as I said, update our settings. So to do that, we need to step into the Lima virtual machine, and here I need to update the Docker settings. So the first thing that we need to do is to enable the HTTP and HTTPS settings. So this will tell the Docker daemon to proxy requests to the loopback interface port 8080, which is the default port where the meetm proxy is going to listen. And apart from that, we also need to tell Docker to trust the registry that we are going to talk to, and to accept that the connection is going to be insecure, because the connection will happen through the man-in-the-middle proxy, which, as we saw, has been started without any SSL certificate configurations. So to make it work, we need to instruct the Docker client to treat our target registry, which is registry.gitlab.com, as an insecure registry. Okay, so once that is done, we need to restart the Docker service. It's done. And that should be it. Now, if we want to pull any image from the .com registry, yeah, can be this one. we are going to see that the request is going to be logged in the meetime proxy, and there we can walk through each one of the requests that happened. We can enter, we can see the request details, we can see the response as well. All the details are visible. So the first one is the ping to the registry on the V2 endpoint. Then we make a request against the GWT out endpoint in GitLab Rails. And then finally, there is a net request against the registry. In this case, I had pulled this image before, and the image, the tag didn't change, so there is nothing new to pull, and the flow ends here. So I think that's all. You can look at the meetime proxy documentation to see how to leverage other features from the application, like intercepting requests, filtering, replaying requests as well. There are a lot of things that can be done, but this is how you set up things to intercept requests. That it's all. Thank you. Bye-bye.